Kane, a fantastic run you're on at the moment. 100 following 100, following 100 almost. What do you put it down to?
Um, oh yeah, I guess I've been working hard at my game and trying to go out and spend as much time in the middle as I can. It's nice to be able to turn it into some runs.
The success you had with New Zealand in the winter, has that made a big difference?
Um, oh yeah, I guess I learned a lot playing in those series and started to score some runs towards the end of the South African series there. So yeah, it was a great test to play against those bowlers and I learned a lot about my game, and I've been trying to put it into practice a little bit and just try and move forward.
The 100 in Wellington in particular was a special moment for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good test, like I said before. Just just with the attack that we came up against and the challenges that they bring with that. So it was very pleasing to get 100 against them.
Obviously delighted to be back here in Bristol at Gloucestershire for a second season. How long are you here for this season?
Yeah, it's great to be back. When I found out I had the opportunity to come back, I certainly took it with both hands because I enjoyed it so much last year. But this year I'm only here for about just over 2 months. I leave at the end of June, I think.
Of course, you come here and you're surrounded by your fellow countrymen, which must be nice.
Yeah, no, it's nice to see some Kiwi faces around, and obviously I'm living with Hamish Marshall, so yeah, it can be quite nice at times to come home and it be a little bit like home. But yeah, at the same time, I've made some really good friends over here, and I certainly enjoyed coming back.
What's Hamish like to live with?
Yeah, no, he's very good. It's a little bit different this year. They got a wee one, so we're a little family now. But no,
You're like the older brother, are you?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, a tremendous form. You've come into a side that's developing nicely as well here in Bristol.
Yeah, we've got a really young side, but full of lots of talent. So hopefully the team can sort of stick together for a few years, and we'll become a reasonably strong side.
I know there's anything to do with the players, but there's been all this stuff in the winter here about the ground redevelopments not happening. Maybe they will be happening again. There's talk that Gloucestershire don't have that much money and feel like the have-nots of cricket almost. Does that boost the players in any way? Do you try and prove people wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that we're quite a young side sort of brings a challenge in itself. We don't have a lot of experience apart from obviously the skipper and then various other players, Hamish, etc. But yeah, it sort of means that we try and focus on the smaller things and really grow as a unit. And like I said, hopefully in years to come we'll start putting some sort of I'll make some good spots in terms of the tables and do it quite consistently if we can carry this group together.
You're a very correct batsman, almost a throwback to the older days. A lot of people at your age at 21 come out and just try and blast the ball to all pots. Who are your heroes in cricket that you've tried to copy?
Guys I've really liked to watch are people like Tendulkar and Jacques Kallis and players like that, Ricky Ponting, that have been very good players in all formats for many years, and I guess that's why I've really enjoyed watching them and go about their game.
And you seem to have improved no end. I mean, you're a good player obviously last year, but how far do you think your game's moved on in 12 months?
I mean, it's nice to have the start that I've had, and hopefully I can keep moving that game forward and learning about my game. But I like to think that I'm always moving forward, even with sort of failures and successes, that you learn from them and try and ultimately carry your game sort of onwards and upwards, and then hopefully in the future you can start scoring some bigger scores.
Tell us about what goes through your head when you score. You've had now in first class cricket anyway 300s in 3 games, 2 in 2 innings. When you go out to bat, what's going through your head? Are you just going, oh, this is going to be dead easy, or do you really have to start again each time?
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have to start again each time. Every innings is different. Like for example, out here we hadn't played cricket here for about 2 weeks. It's been raining and it was tough at the start, so you had to really sort of battle it out for a bit, and then obviously it flattened out a bit and made it a little bit easier. So each innings I'm just trying to make the best decisions I can, and it doesn't matter how many runs you've scored. As soon as you make a bad decision, you're dismissed. So that's sort of, I guess, what you try and do as a batsman.
Harsh life, isn't it, being a batsman?
Oh, yeah, it certainly can be, but it's I guess it's why we do it, because we enjoy that challenge.
You're a guy that kind of sets yourself targets. You've got you say you've got these 300s in 3 games. You must go out now thinking, right, got to make it 4, got to make it 5.
Yeah, I don't really have targets as such, but I mean, as a batsman, you probably want to score hundreds every game, and I haven't done that. So there's always that desire to go out and score more runs each time you play.
And finally, you mentioned living at the Marshall House. How do you find Bristol in general?
Yeah, I love Bristol as a place, and like I said, I was really keen to come back when I had the opportunity and see the boys again, who I've made really good friends with, and also come back to Bristol itself, which I really enjoyed last year, and I'd like to, hopefully come back at times in the future. It's a really nice place.
And great to be part. You're 21. You're part of a group of lads who are of a similar age.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was a nice introduction, especially last year, coming into the side and making a lot of friends who are all sort of that similar age, and we all got along really well. And then to come back and see them all again and see how much everyone's grown as cricketers and people has been fantastic.
Finally, you've had success in the Championship, you've had success in Test matches, you've had success now in the CB40. It's got the 2020 to come. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I enjoy the challenges of all the formats, and certainly the 2020 is the format that I'm looking to improve on, and like all the others. But it's a newer format, so it's something to get your head around. But yeah, I really enjoy it.